Welcome to the Hortons channel. We're here at Retromobile 2026, stood in front of the famous BMW Art Cars. Now let's head out into the show to give everyone at home a flavour of what's on offer at the event. So here we are on the Kidston stand with the man himself. How's it been, Simon?
Manic. You have a chat with somebody and you find that there are 4 people waiting in line to have a chat afterwards. The real challenge is trying to remember everything from the last conversation and to record it. But yeah, very productive.
Yeah. And any sales so far?
Not one. Lots of interest. Everybody wants to buy this, but it's not for sale. It's just here to showcase the restoration.
Yeah.
The Hispano Suiza, but again, it's not for sale. Good interest in the F1, as you would have expected. Good interest in the Aston Martin DB4 Zagato. Surprisingly, also in the Ferrari 166 Palinetta, because there's a lot of talk about that market era being quieter. 275 Ferrari, obviously good. Daytona Spider, good. Yeah, it sounds very car dealery, but actually, yes, good interest in everything.
And what is your take on the auctions from a week to 10 days ago? And the price?
Bitcoin on 4 wheels. I mean, 288 GTO has just made, I think, 9,750,000 euros on the hammer, plus whatever, 10 or 12 million, or percent buyer's premium. So I guess an 11 million euro car, which in dollars has got to make it close to $12.5 million for a 288 GTO. Now, it's a beautiful car. $12.5 million. You can buy an awful lot of really cool classics.
Yeah.
For that price. So I don't want to sound like an old man, but something feels a little bit, and I can't believe it's just the changing of the generations. Something feels a little bit unbalanced at the moment.
Yeah. It was really heartwarming coming in here on setup day to see all the kids, 16 to 30-year-olds, taking photographs of all these supercars coming in. But, cars from 275 era were not being photographed at all. But at least people are out there taking pictures, so.
The interest is there. The number of people at the show gets bigger every year.
Yeah.
And that's despite the show being 50 years old.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Goodwood. It's great to see the depth of enthusiasm, the younger people coming along. And yeah, there's definitely interest in in the older cars.
Yeah.
But it just feels like the speculative money is being directed towards the young stuff.
Yeah.
Whether that's a lasting phenomenon or just rampant short-termism, time will tell.
Exactly. And here we are in front of one of your legendary videos. How many have you produced today?
I've no idea, but I can tell you they've all been bloody good fun.
Yeah.
And we have a laugh coming up with them, shooting them in the most ridiculous places at the most ridiculous times of day and night. Touch wood, the cars have always been well behaved. But the whole message is that cars should be enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yes, they should be looked after. Yes, they should be restored, maintained, kept in good shape.
Yeah.
But that should not stop you from using them and from enjoying them.
Exactly.
That's what they are. That's what they're for.
Exactly. Thank you for your time.
Ben.
Great to see you.
You too.
And see you.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you. Cheers. So I'm here on the Fisken stand again with the main man. Thank you for the drink, Gregor.
Absolute
That's very
pleasure.
kind of
You've
you.
earned it.
You've been doing this event for a long time. How
Yeah.
many years?
It's a good question. More than 25 years?
Yeah.
We've been, Fiskens have been established 33 years, and I'm sure we've done it for the thick end of 30 years.
So more than most that are exhibiting here now.
Not as many years as you guys.
No, not as many, but almost as many. And your stand is impeccable, as it always is.
Thank you. Well, it started with only a couple of cars, and then it became 4. And the show's changed, in some positive ways. I think it still has the original spirit of Retromobile.
Yeah.
We love having the booksellers, the model sellers, the art, but it's all got a bit smarter, a bit slicker. But it's still the greatest show, we believe, in the world.
Without doubt.
Without doubt. And if you have to be anywhere in February or end of January, and you want to see the greatest cars in the world, you've got to come to Retromobile.
And are you planning to do the event in New York?
We're really seriously considering it. We like the fact that there's some fresh thinking. Of course, a lot of our great American clients come here and see us anyway, but we know there's a whole audience in the United States and Canada and Mexico that would probably come to New York to see us in November. And don't be surprised if you don't see us there. We're working on a deal now with the organizers. There are logistical challenges, but for every challenge, there's of course a solution.
And have you had much interest in any of the cars today?
We've had a really good Retromobile. We've sold the Ferrari 250 Pininfarina Spider. We're in the middle of negotiation now for this wonderful 1963 AC Cobra.
Yeah.
And that's the Ed Hugas car, which ran under the English team of Wilmot. The sister car finished really well with the famous number plate 39PH. This one retired before the end, but then it had an illustrious career in France with the French team Ford France. And it's a great star at the Goodwood Revival. And its last 2 owners have run it very successfully there. We're hoping it's going to stay in France.
Good, good.
And come to Le Mans Classic.
And so we're here this evening on Thursday evening. Does the show for you completely taper off towards the weekend, or what is, how does the show run for you?
Well, I think the way that this thing goes is Monday night, a lot of our international clients come for the best of the best show at Michael Kaduri's wonderful Peninsula Hotel. Tuesday, I really enjoy this private evening where some people can get in early, some of the VIPs. Tuesday and Wednesday and today have been tremendous. Tomorrow was still a good day.
Yeah.
The weekend's very different, but of course it's more busy with the general public. But I like the general public coming because for young people, this is their opportunity to see up close and personal the great cars, the great historic cars. So tomorrow's buyers probably coming here at the weekend, but we've still got some of our clientele who, are busy working during the week, wherever they are, and it's still worth coming to Retromobile on Saturday and Sunday. And for us, that's the time when clients return, and perhaps there'll be a few deals done.
Yep. Well, thank you for your time. Thanks for the
Thanks
drink.
again, Ben.
Great to see
Sell
you.
lots of books.
Will do.
Thank you.
Cheers. you guys?
Hey,
Nice
man.
to see you.
Hey, good to see you. How are you?
Hey, Ben.
How you doing?
Good to see you again.
So we know these two gentlemen from the previous video when we came and had a look at your collection.
Yeah, that was fun.
So any new additions to the car collection?
Yes.
What have you
There have
had?
been. Well, let's see. We have a 458 Speciale Aperta now. Beautiful white with a blue interior.
Yeah,
We have a 812 Competizione. So it's kind of bookends to the F12 that
Yeah.
you saw, the TDF Triple Giallo,
yeah.
with a blue stripe and beautiful, beautiful blue and yellow interior.
Piece the Spider.
Pista Spider, again, blue with blue interior. And I got to keep looking at him.
It's a little bit, he's getting a little Bachmanish. He's starting to get one color. He's getting fixated. His isn't yellow, obviously it's blue, but there's a lot of blue in the collection now.
And white.
Blue and white.
Blue and white.
Yeah, for sure.
Worst colours to have.
No, yeah, exactly. You can't go wrong.
And so this is we saw you here last year. This is the second time you've been to Retro.
Second time.
And how do you think this year compares to last year?
I like the multi-levels. Seems like things are a little bit more spread out. You know, last year, everything seemed to be on the same level. There was a second level with all the automobilia that
Yeah.
we went to. But I feel like I have seen more in a shorter period of time
Yeah.
this year with the layout.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
And how are things, Chris? You've been busy the last few weeks.
Yeah, I've been busy with the Bachmann collection, so we tidied that all up. It was took quite a bit of time, obviously, to finalize that deal. But really, from when we got the green light, first week of October, to really having it to the market the first week of January, gave us 90 days to have it in place and set up, and it was fun. I mean, look, it was great. We recreated the Bachmann clubhouse. That's where they had all the cars. They refer to it as their clubhouse. So we basically recreated that in Kissimmee. And look, it was fun. It was an amazing sale. We had a 100% sale through rate because we had everything as a no reserve, but we set, I think, 19 world records, of which I think we already had the GTO today with Gooding actually broke with that. And I think there's been maybe one other car. I think a 512 TR broke the record on ours, but it's all good. Happy days. Things are going really well. The
What do
market's
you put
driving.
that down to? Why did everything just
It's
make
usually,
such prices?
candidly, it was the color, the provenance on the car, the uniqueness of each car.
Yeah.
Obviously, mileage played a big part of it, the service history. But I always say that, you look at these two cars that we're looking at here, you have a Nicola 365 GT4 BB, and obviously you have a 365 GTB4 Daytona. You have one that's Nicola, you have another one that's Violadina. From what I understand, they sold that car for a monster number, and they had 7 people stacked up, famous people that were trying to buy the car today. And again, from what I'm hearing from the folks here, they got north of 1.5 million US for the car, for a Daytona coupe.
Yeah.
That's a record. We had the record. That's obviously not a public auction, but I believe we had the record. We were at 1-1 on the Daytona coupe we only did a week ago.
Yeah.
And now, they ousted it, but what does it come down to? Color.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's really driving the market now. And, you saw it with other brands, you would see it with Porsche, with PTS, paint to sample, and, the uniqueness of any rare car, a Carrera GT in 918. You saw it on the 918 that sold at Mecum. It was the only one or two of them that were in pure orange. I think there was 2 cars. It was almost $6 million for a 918. There was nothing even remotely close to that anywhere else. And you saw it on the Rosso Dino Enzo that we sold the following day at the Mecum auction. It was a one-of-one car. Still had some miles on it, 3,700 miles, but did $11 million.
Yeah.
So, but it's starting to drive the rest of the market. So in 2026, there's been 4 cars that have been publicly sold, Enzos, that have done over $9 million US, which, 90 days ago, sometime in October, the mark was somewhere around 5 or 6. So it's really, the wind is behind those cars, but what's really getting that extra push, color.
Yeah.
Color's pushing it.
Well, it's quite depressing that in 2019, I had an Enzo on my stand that was €1 million. I should
Yeah.
have bought it, shouldn't I?
Oh yeah, that would have been quite the investment, to be honest with you.
But anyway, well, have a good dinner tonight.
Thank you.
Nice to see you both.
Good seeing you, Ben.
And here we have the main man himself, Nikki Hler. How are you?
How are
Nikki?
you?
Nice
Good
to
to
see
see
you.
you.
Nikki, this is your first time having a full-on exhibit at Retromobile. And how has it been so far?
So far, absolutely amazing. We have been very busy. We had wonderful guests on our stand, very interesting people, and yes, and we did bring a lot of very beautiful cars. So a bouquet of, starting with Rolls-Royce Ghost to Jaguar SS 100, WO Bentleys, Derby Bentley, up to a Continental T from the 90s, which was the launch car at Geneva Motor Show, the prototype. Then, of course, two beautiful Lancias, Aurelia and Flaminia. BMW M1, Mercedes Gullwing in a very nice specification. It was the personal car of Stavros Niarchos,
Yeah.
and in Niarchos blue painted.
Wow.
Beautiful, never restored DB5 Aston Martin, Goodwood green, only 19,000 miles from new. Then a lineup of Ferraris, 250 short wheelbase, steel version, 250 Tour de France, 58 one louver, covered headlights. Here, 323 SP, Daytona and Sebring winner car. And as you know, with 323 anyway, is super interesting. V12 engine, Dallara chassis, very successful car. Here, a never restored 275 short nose, has been sitting in a museum for many years. Original interior, was born in Verde Pino, so green metallic. Amazing car.
This is a beautiful car. Absolutely beautiful car.
Then on the other hand, this is an early Boxer, a 365 GT4 BB in very rare color, not Chola. And we tried, and we did, restore it to the highest quality.
Yeah, and you can see that.
And people are amazed of really, which is outstanding for a Boxer,
Yeah.
to invest so much for a perfect restoration.
And this GT is an incredible car.
It's a Series 3. We did also a full restoration. We found this car as a barn find and painted in grigio notte with a pelle nuvola, so spectacular, outstanding
Wow.
color combination.
That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I hear you've had a huge amount of interest in the Daytona.
Yeah. So this Daytona was delivered new in Switzerland, in Viola Dino. I think 7 cars have been produced in this color. And so we have made research about all the history. I could talk to all the owners, as well to the first owner of this car,
Yeah.
because I wanted to know if the car was just ready in the showroom or if he did choose this color.
Yeah.
And he told me, no, I had a Daytona, but I did order a new one in this particular color.
And so have you sold this car yet? Or?
The car was sold quite fast,
Yeah.
and I think we could have sold it 5 times, to be
Wow.
honest.
Wow. That's incredible. Really incredible. And so you'll no doubt be back again next year then, if it's been a successful start.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And just to talk about your history, your father was a Ferrari dealer.
My father started as an official Ferrari dealer in 1982,
Yeah.
and I bought the Ferrari business 25 years ago from him.
Yeah.
And yes, did develop it. So we focus only on Ferrari, new cars, pre-owned, classic race cars, and you have been in our premises.
Yes,
You have seen
yeah.
we have an archive where we can do also a lot of research and.
And I think you have the foremost collection of Ferrari paint chips in the world.
Possible. But we could also help so many collectors and restorers all around the world because they had problems to find out they had only color code or something, and we could support them with.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time. It's a pleasure to see you as always.
Thank you for your visit, Ben.
And
all the best.
Good luck with the show.
Thank you. Same to
Cheers.
you.
So thank you for joining us at Retromobile 2026. I'm here in front of the Richard Mille stand. This is a hugely significant car, Ferrari 250 LM that won Le Mans in 1965, driven by Maston Gregory and Jochen Rindt. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you at Goodwood.